Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 15 of my Ymir multiplayer series. So, it's been a while since I've last recorded anything. I'm assuming you guys have been keeping up with the track of how the video's been coming out on YouTube, so this will probably be like a normal video to you guys, but it actually has been about 8 days since I've done a video, and that's excuses on my part. Not excuses, that's not the word. There is no excuses, I should say. But a lot has happened. So this is going to be one long video of a mix of update and me also getting stuff done. So starting off, let's look at the knowledges. So I've got quite a lot of stuff to research. A lot of it is just useless though, such as cast nets, I don't do fishing. Wine and beer, well, I've got cider. But there's a few things here I do want to get. Horseback riding isn't a major priority, but I always like to produce my own horses. Just put one point into it. For war, later on, I actually really like horses. I like to use them for scouting, and I like to use them as sort of really good quick reaction sort of armies. So I do like to grow them myself, because usually they're very expensive. People pay a lot of money for them, and also it means that if I am in a war, I can at least produce them myself. So horseback riding, that is one I want to think about. Watering the plants is the one I just failed, and there's no priority to get it. It simply is a later on tech, and I did it, and yeah, I failed. But I'll go and try and do that one a bit later. Helmets, this is a useful one, actually, and I will need, but it costs a civ point, and I don't know if I just want to get it just yet. Weaponry, no. Padded armour, this is another one. Padded armour and hats of metal go together to get some good soldiers, but I'm not too interested in this one just yet, and also the percentage chance is really low. Nope. Transaction tracking, again, doesn't give you anything yet, and it costs quite a lot, so I'm not interested in that. Spear, again, it goes with helmet and armour, but it costs a civ point. I'm not going to get it just yet. Draft animals, though, for storage hauling, I am going to get, and I'm going to put 5 out of my 6 builders into it. 60% chance, but it doesn't cost very much. So that's the research of what I want to do done. I don't know how much you guys have missed. I'm assuming it's going to be all of this, so I'm just going to go through it. We've got town hall and the town status. This is a big upgrade. It means the community hall is no longer used, and it means go to a town status, which lets us build 2 new hamlets. So I've got that. I've got the level 2 paddocks and cattle farms. I've revealed tin and got the level 2 foundry. I've got guards. I've upgraded all my potters. We've got better field efficiency. Upgraded the clothes makers and the weavers. We've got better weapon makers and butchers, and that's a nice bit of score there. We've started production of cider. And they've got construction foremanship, which is pretty useless at the moment, but it'll be useful later on. And also just a bit of an update on the map. So I've got my 2 new territories here. Sorry, not these 2. I've got these 2. Westfields, which is a mixture of apples and wheat. And then I've got Wheaton down here, which is just wheat. And it is an arid tile, so it can only grow wheat. But I had nowhere else really to get the 5th territory, because it doesn't seem like you can. They have to be directly touching the regional centre, which is Redwood. Yeah, I've seen other people, like this guy up here. He has a territory which isn't touching his thingy, his regional centre. But for me, I had to, when I tried to settle in these 2 here, it wouldn't let me. It only let me settle an outpost. But maybe there's something I'm not doing right. Either way, I've got all 5 territories, and these are all up and running. Just saying that, I do need to grow a little bit more crops here now. Everywhere else, though, is going good. Clayton is doing really well with tin. I've sort of set it up a bit better. I've built a builders and a market. These are both non-production buildings, so they don't take up the limit. With the market, I'm automatically buying in food. I don't have to, waste time by having to do that myself or worry, because I've had before where they start to die. So I'm buying an internal order from Redwood. Actually, this is a new feature with the internal orders. With the builders, it allowed me to upgrade the clay exploitation. So now this one building can acquire all this clay here. And then I've now got 3 mines all here mining the tin, and it still doesn't use up all the tin. 6, 5, 5. So there's just a few more people I would need, but I'm not going to supply any more food. Actually, yeah, we are growing, so we're going to get quite a bit of tin. You can already see we're mining 3.5, and I did put a sib point in tin ore, because tin's going to be really, really important for the Bronze Age, obviously, and people are paying a lot of money for tin at the moment. You can see here, 10.5 for this tin ore, and people are paying about 20 to 25 coins for tin bars. So I've started production and mining of the tin, and that's going to be quite profitable. We've got another sib point here. Merlin, urine and herring. This is the level 2 leather tanners. So thank you, Merlin. Merlin's been really great, sending loads of technologies. So thank you so much. And let's have a look at that now, actually. So 528. Holy shit, that's expensive. And it's a 0% chance. Oh gosh. It's a 40% chance. Oh, that's really low. I can't do that yet. I'm not spending 500 for a 40% chance just yet. I'm gonna have to wait a bit. Ouch. It's not good. We'll come to our money situation. So you can see here, it doesn't look like we're doing too well, but that's not true. I'm actually doing quite well with my money, and I'm very pleased with my money. The reason I'm only earning 7 is because of the recent loyalty. I've had to massively up my political bribes. So you can see here, we're doing okay for loyalty now, actually. We have got a nice advantage, 8 more loyalty than we need. So I could, and I will actually. Do I want to up privileges, or do I want to lower political bribes? I think I will up privileges. But privileges, like I said before, increases conflict, but it also reduces the total wealth of the territory, meaning that the monetary unit decreases, and so the wealth the oligarchs have also decreases, which means that your legitimacy also decreases. So upping privileges has a big chain reaction of you lose the loyalty from the privileges, and then you lose further loyalty from the oligarchs having less wealth. But actually, we've got enough that it should all be good. So let's up that. So, in Redwood itself, we're doing very, very good. I've got 900 population, and you see conflict is very high. We're still growing a tiny bit, not really stagnated. And yeah, things are going really good. I've upgraded all the, almost all the houses. I've just got some down here. And wow, what's this? 89 axes, and they're paying 19. I'm gonna sell some while the price is so high. We've got 25% waste. That's quite a lot, but still a good profit. I'm earning some good money. So yeah, we've got all the resources needed to upgrade all of these. But the reason I don't want to upgrade those houses just yet is because the conflict is so high. That's actually no, that's a lie. Because what I can do is build more guard towers to offset that balance. I need to have a think. But looking here, a few things I need to say. I've upgraded all the houses, obviously. I have got all these industries pumping away. All the markets going. I've got all the loads of resources fulfilled. So clothing is fulfilled. Pottery is fulfilled, but actually we're about to run out. We are about to run out, actually. I'm gonna get another pottery industry built. Potter, there we go. So yeah, pottery fulfilled, leather clothes fulfilled, clothes, actually clothes aren't fulfilled anymore. Oh, we're also running out of cotton, oh my goodness. About 80. No, I don't need to buy anything. I've got some in Appleville. So, we're fulfilling all our goods except cider, which we're very close to fulfilling demand, but I've had to stop, and the reason is just for the amount of apples we've got, because we've got 4 apples left. So actually, I could get another cider plant down, but they only want 20 and the cider plants provide more. I could... Yeah, do you know what I think I am? I'm going to go for a big... I'm going to do it, actually. I'm going to upgrade all these houses, get some more clothes makers, provide more cider, which is going to need more pottery, maybe get some more guards down. The only problem with these guards is they earn no money. They only get the base wealth. So, because to give them money, because you can't pay for the guard service anymore, and so to give them money, you need to actually have, where is it, economy, government salaries, and that costs 10 upkeep and 5 state power. It's really expensive, so I don't want to enable that. I've tried playing around with removing all the officials' privileges and going for the government salaries, but it doesn't work out because it obviously removes 5 state power and costs you 10, so it's too expensive for what it is just at the moment. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's get on with it. I'm going to start upgrading these houses. We've got plenty of wood, mud, bricks and stone, and now we've got loads of axes spare. I'm also going to sell some axes on the market. He's selling for 25. I'm going to sell for 22. I'm going to sell 25 at 22. Let's see if anyone buys them. There we go. I've got plenty of spares, trading service, so don't need to worry about that. And look at all this tin, oh my goodness. 46, wow. So I'm going to sell 25 at 25. Let's see if anyone buys it. Okay, let's sell that. Copper we are using up. We are actually out of copper ore. So we're only at 60%. I'm going to need to buy some copper ore. I'm going to buy recurring order when stocks are inferior to 10 by 20 at, we'll say 6.5. Because actually I can make a good profit selling the axes if I need to. So we'll put that order up there. Leather clothes. I could sell some at 3.5, but actually with a 25% waste, I think I'd lose money selling that. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on that. I want to get more bow makers, and the reason is because the bows just aren't being sold, and even though again it's only a 1 increase, I think I can make a good profit selling bows and maybe 5 coins. But yeah, I'm going to upgrade all these houses. There's a few industries I actually want to fulfill. I still want to fulfill more cider, and I need to fulfill more cloves. I also want to fulfill the bows. So yeah, let's get them all upgraded. And that's going to mean all my houses are fully upgraded to the level 2 houses. So money situation, we're doing really good. 1,600 in the bank is plenty. And with budget balance 30, now I've got privileges, that's loads coming in. And selling the tin, selling tin and axes, that's going to be loads of cash. I'm going to stop producing hose. So this is the thing. A lot of industry is in my tool makers and all the flint collectors, but I'm good now for hose. So I'm going to stop. Oh, I could sell at 2.5. Yeah, I'll give that a try. 100 at 2.5. That a try. So another thing I haven't talked about is wheat. I actually put some sieve points, quite a lot actually, 1 into consumption of wheat, and so far just 2 into production of wheat, just 1 into the actual upgrading of it. So now I'm producing my own wheat, and I fulfill most of my demand. I fill 18.5 of the 23 we actually consume, but wheat is, I'm actually saying that, before it was quite cheap, it has actually got more expensive. And I think I might put the last sieve point back into wheat to fulfill that demand. Not only will it fulfill my own, but, oh, this is the struggle. Right, I'm split between putting another sieve point into cotton, because you can see here, Dacia, or Dacia, however you say it, just above, is selling cotton, but he's the only one. I'm short on cotton, and also I want to start producing more textiles. So I'm not sure if I put it into cotton or into wheat. Yeah, you can see wheat now just has the 2.5. People are buying a lot of wheat. I think I am going to go into wheat because I've got lots of cotton in storage at Appleville and more to buy on the market. So I'm going to put a sip point into wheat. But wheat is one of those markets where you find tons of players have maxed out 5 sip points because wheat is the most common food type. And that is why I put consumption into it. You can grow it in arid, which is just below me, and you can grow it in continental. And also you can buy it easily on the market. So if you don't meet your demand, you can buy it cheaply. So I'm very happy that I've put a sip point into wheat. Speaking of the other food types, we've got extra demand for meat, but I would take a whole new food station. Apples is going good, and apples are really, really popular on the market. Loads being sold. So I'm good for apples. So actually, yeah, opening that cider plant will be fine. I'm just going to get some more houses built down here. Just the last two to fill out this little square. And yeah, I'm going to put this sip point into wheat. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to upgrade all my farms, because Wheaton is just wheat fields. It's going to be loads of wheat being produced there. We've also got the wheat field here, which has some more space. So let's fill this area up. That done it? No, still more space. Okay. I've got space over here. Okay, can this woodcutter reach? No, it can't. No, so I actually can destroy those trees there. Wheat. And then these ones here. There we go. So that is our redwood wheat farm complete. I am actually going to need those hoes back. Not all of them, but I'm only going to sell maybe 50. 2.5. So now I'm going to go over to Wheaton and get some more wheat growing. So we're going to fulfill our own demand for wheat, and then I can sell a little bit on the market. And what we'll probably find is other players will respond by growing more wheat as well. And we'll probably find we can only sell wheat for a very cheap price, but still, I'm happy because it means my hamlets, this hamlet can only produce wheat, produces more wealth, earns more money, and I also fulfill my own demand for wheat. So if I go into a war or whatever and I can't buy wheat on the market, I produce it myself. So yeah, let's get growing more wheat here. Wheat, wheat, wheat. So what you can see with the arid area is it looks terrible. And I thought, oh god, the fertility here is awful. Actually, if you come to the fertility, a lot of the ground, which looks really gravelly, like these little patches here, are still fine. And the arid has been buffed, where it's 2.5 instead of just 2. So actually, the ground quality isn't that bad. And it does have quite a few patches of 3. So actually, I'm very happy with this arid. And seeing it was the only place I could put the hamlet, to actually be growing a lot of wheat here, I'm very happy. So I'm just finalising these fields here. I'm trying to reach these 3 fertility spots. Which I am doing. So we'll see how much more wheat we are producing. This one has got one more field to go. Then I'll just put it over here. There we go. That is a lot of new fields. So not only are we getting all these new fields, our current fields are producing more. So already we're producing 1.8 more wheat. With all these new fields, we're probably producing about 3 extra wheat. Well, not on top, but just all together. We've also got more wheat to build in Westfield, so we'll do that now. So how I've got all my hamlets set up, guys, as I haven't really talked about this, is I have a merchant selling 2 of a food type. Not 6, 2. And then I fulfill all the housing demand with level 1 houses. And that is because it actually saves quite a bit of food. To fulfill the same amount of population, I need to get 3 or 4 food filled. So the houses are really, really useful in saving me food, which in the long term makes me a profit. And you see just so much space available. Like, I've got 5 sip points in apples and now 3 in wheat, and there's still all this space available that's all level 3. So I'm really happy for space in these hamlets. Yep, so that one's done. This one's done. This one needs more wheat. Okay. So there we go. That is all the wheat fields planted in this new territory as well. So we'll see how much we've got surplus. And we have about 4.5 deficit in redwood. So we'll definitely fulfill that. We'll just see how much we get spare now. Looking at this, the leather market is still unstable. I've been selling price 5 for quite a while. I made 1,000 from selling all the leather I've been building up. And I'm going to sell again at price 5. I make a large profit and nobody else is selling, so I can. So we're going to make 500. Lot goes to producers. Expected waste, 25% is still not good, but 273. Sell that, I have to make a good amount of money. I also need to take some cotton from over here at Appleville, because you can see in Redwood we're about to run out. So I'm actually going to take a full inventory of 180. We didn't have to pay for any of it because we already owned it when we transitioned into bartering. So now we've got loads, and that should last us for a week or so. But let's have a look. Already we're only at 3.4 due to the extra produced in Redwood. 5 in Wheaton, and we're about to find out how much in Westfield. So I'm going to send all of this back. So instead of 8.1, it's going to be 13.1. Send that back, and we'll just see how much is produced in Westfield in a bit. What I'm going to do with all that surplus is just simply sell it on the market straight away. There's no need to hold on to it, because if I suddenly start to see the market is really, really short of wheat, then I'll just up the prices. And if I'm really, really short of wheat all of a sudden, then I'll just stop selling it. So there's no need to hold on to it. Look at all the textile. I only just realised this now. 138 textiles. I'm going to set up selling it at 3.5 very comfortably. I'm going to sell at 3.9. I'm going to sell at 4 actually. Sell at 4 and we'll see how much money we can make. Because yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone else is really selling. So hopefully we can make a good bit of money selling that. Because I do, as I've said before, I do have sip points in textiles and clothes. So that is a market I want to sort of try and go into. Yeah, things are going good. We're using up so much clay. 21 per tick, and we're having to buy so much from the market. Let's look at this. 2,300 spent on clay. But actually, the clay market seems to be very stable and very good. So I'm really happy with that. Other things, charcoal. Charcoals were actually... it was a problem with my production of charcoal, but it's going all right now. However, with the deficit of copper, we've got a lot spare. Looking at everything else seems to be fine. I do want more market stuff though. More market space. What else? Let's have a look actually. Cows. I seem to be the only one also selling cows as well, so I really, really upped the price of these cows at 15 and then 25. I haven't been getting many sales, but when I do, at least I make a lot of money for the cows. Asgard, who's one of the top players, oh he actually is the top player, been buying my tin for quite a high price, so 25 should be good selling price. Okay, what I've just done is I've set the foundry to regular and just fired some of the workers because I want to sort of balance this out. It will lower the price of copper as the price of copper ore will decrease, and it also just obviously allocate workers more efficiently. Just other things, yeah, waste, state salaries. What has just happened? Why is the loyalty so bad? It's because I moved the state troops and so it just hasn't registered. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. But yeah, looking at what we need to do now, I'm not too sure actually, guys. I really am not too sure. With, again, fully fulfilling pottery, fully fulfilling leather clothes, about to fully fulfill clothes. We are close again to fulfilling cider. There really isn't much more for us to fulfill. So now it's just on exporting, and which I'm doing. I'm exporting tin. I'm exporting leather, I'm exporting textiles, and soon I'm going to be able to export apples and wheat. So things are going fine. And really, I'm waiting for just more technologies to come out. I've got a lot of money in the bank. Well, a lot of money potential. I've got 1,300, which is definitely enough. But then with all this export goods, I hope to expand the amount of money I have available. So I've got all this money, and I don't really have anything to spend it on. I've got all the houses upgraded, all my industries upgraded to the highest building level that I've currently got available. So yeah, I'm really pleased. I'm looking at padded armour, and I actually am tempted to research it. The others, being helmets and spears, need you to commit a civ point, but padded armour doesn't. And I can't remember if you need a civ point in production for padded armour. Maybe not. So with a 60% chance, it is expensive. 5 axes and 200 money. It is expensive, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to see if we can get that. Everything else, not interested in getting just yet. I would like urine and herring, but it's such a low chance at 40%. I just don't have any interest just yet. So yeah, things are going really well. We're still making plenty of axes, 3 axes. Copper, we just need more copper ore so we can produce more, but I put an order up. Yeah, everything's going great. And I think that is where I'm going to end this episode, guys. I'm really, really pleased with everything. We're making a good amount of money. We've met my targets, which is to get all the houses upgraded and to basically fulfill all our demands, which are very, very close to doing. Now, really, it's just to bunker in. It's just to hold on tight, make sure our defences are good, which defences are quite good. I've got 60 soldiers who are all archers, and I'm ready whenever to upgrade these javelineers. We're making a good amount of money. Well, at least we're stable with our money. And we are growing even further now as we've upgraded the last of the houses. So, yeah, things are looking good. I've hoped you've enjoyed this longer episode, but it's just, I wanted to make a longer episode to cover all the missed time. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, if you leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. But I think most of you are starting to be subscribed, but there is still about 30 or 40% of you who aren't. So if you aren't, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in episode 16.